You can't grow if you're drowning in fear. You can't be great if you're driven by lust, greed, or pride. In Chapter 5, Wallace D. Wattles lays it down. Spiritual power begins when you purify your motives. This is the truth most people avoid, but it's the truth that sets you free. Let's break it down.
Draw nigh to God, and He will draw nigh to you. If you become like God, you can read His thoughts, and if you do not, you will find the inspirational perception of truth impossible. You can never become a great man or woman until you have overcome anxiety, worry, and fear. It is impossible for an anxious person, a worried one, or a fearful one to perceive truth. All things are distorted and thrown out of their proper relations by such mental states, and those who are in them cannot read the thoughts of God. If you are poor, or if you are anxious about business or financial matters, you are recommended to study carefully the first volume of this series, The Science of Getting Rich. That will present to you a solution for your problems of this nature, no matter how large or how complicated they may seem to be. There is not the least cause for worry about financial affairs. Every person who wills to do so may rise above want, have all he needs, and become rich. The same source upon which you propose to draw for mental unfolding and spiritual power is at your service for the supply of all your material wants. Study this truth until it is fixed in your thoughts, and until anxiety is banished from your mind. Enter the certain way, which leads to material riches. Again, if you are anxious or worried about your health, realize it is possible for you to attain perfect health, so that you may have strength sufficient for all that you wish to do and more. That intelligence, which stands ready to give you wealth and mental and spiritual power, will rejoice to give you health also. Perfect health is yours for the asking, if you will only obey the simple laws of life and live aright. Conquer ill health and cast out fear. But it is not enough to rise above financial and physical anxiety and worry. You must rise above moral evil-doing as well. Sound your inner consciousness now for the motives that actuate you, and make sure they are right. You must cast out lust, and cease to be ruled by appetite, and you must begin to govern appetite. You must eat only to satisfy hunger, never for gluttonous pleasure, and in all things you must make the flesh obey the spirit. You must lay aside greed. Have no unworthy motive in your desire to become rich and powerful. It is legitimate and right to desire riches, if you want them for the sake of the soul, but not if you desire them for the lusts of the flesh. Cast out pride and vanity. Have no thought of trying to rule over others or of outdoing them. This is a vital point. There is no temptation so insidious as the selfish desire to rule over others. Nothing so appeals to the average man or woman as to sit in the uppermost places at feasts, to be respectfully saluted in the marketplace, and to be called rabbi, master. To exercise some sort of control over others is the secret motive of every selfish person. The struggle for power over others is the battle of the competitive world, and you must rise above that world and its motives and aspirations and seek only for life. Cast out envy. You can have all that you want, and you need not envy any man what he has. Above all things, see to it that you do not hold malice or enmity toward anyone. To do so cuts you off from the mind whose treasures you seek to make your own. He that loves not his brother loves not God. Lay aside all narrow personal ambition, and determine to seek the highest good, and to be swayed by no unworthy selfishness. Go over all the foregoing, and set these moral temptations out of your heart one by one, determined to keep them out. Then resolve that you will not only abandon all evil thought, but that you will forsake all deeds, habits, and courses of action which do not commend themselves to your noblest ideals. This is supremely important. Make this resolution with all the power of your soul, and you are ready for the next step toward greatness.
In this chapter, Wattles makes something brutally clear. Anxiety, fear, envy, pride, and selfishness destroy your ability to perceive truth. That means no matter how much you meditate, pray, visualize, or hustle, if your heart is out of alignment, you're disconnected from greatness. Draw near to God and He will draw near to you. Wattles isn't talking about religion. He's talking about resonance. You cannot resonate with divine power while your mind is full of fear, your heart is full of hate, and your motives are self-serving. He warns against lust and gluttony, greed and vanity, pride and the desire to rule over others, malice, envy, and moral laziness. These are the real obstacles to greatness, not lack of money, not bad genetics, not your past. And the solution? Rise above the competitive world. Seek only for life. Purify your motives. Cast out fear. Govern the flesh. Live by spirit, not by ego. He even points you to the science of getting rich as a tactical tool to remove financial anxiety, because your mind can't operate at a high level if it's stuck in worry. This chapter is a call to total inner realignment. You don't earn greatness, you align with it. Greatness starts with a clean heart and a focused mind. If you're full of fear, jealousy, or selfish ambition, you block your connection to power. So cast it out, all of it. Rise above the world's noise and walk in truth. Comment below, what mindset are you letting go of today? Hit subscribe if you're serious about building real inner power. You were born to lead, not to chase. But first, you must become pure enough to carry power. This is the path to greatness.